Hello and welcome back to another episode. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys a super delicious recipe for apple pie cookies. I know this sounds too good to be true, but guys, imagine the buttery, delicious taste of a shortbread combined with the gooey taste of apple caramel. Can't wait to bake these with you. Let's get to work. Like always, I'm going to leave the entire recipe down in the description box for you. For this recipe, you are going to need apple, of course, fresh from the market and local if possible. Also brown sugar, eggs size medium, baking powder. We're also going to need butter, a lot of it, vanilla extract, soy sauce for the umami flavor, and also flour. That was for the dough. Next, we're going to need still the brown sugar. I just separated the portion. Now we also need the apples, the butter, again, a slice for the sauce, cinnamon to your heart's content, water, and starch. That's it, guys. Time to get to work. When it comes to baking, nothing is as important as preparing well. So I already chopped the apples. I already let the butter become room temperature and I cracked the eggs. Now we can start with putting everything together. So the first step is to pour about 2 to 3 tablespoons cold water into a little bowl and then add your starch. This is a very, very, very important step. Otherwise, your sauce will not become gooey and nice. Sure the water is cold and then stir well till it looks like this. Time to prepare the applesauce. For this, we're going to put our butter into a big pan, add the sugar, and let it both melt down. Next is time to add a pinch of salt, tiny little bit. Once the butter mixture is dissolved, it's time to add the apples. Now it's time to mix everything nicely together till all the apples are covered with the delicious butter and sugar sauce. Next, we're going to add our cinnamon. Like I said, to your heart's content, everybody's different. You create the applesauce you like. Start with a little bit of cinnamon and then add more if you think you need more. Also, I'm adding a little bit of a lemon peel because this brings a slightly fresh taste to everything. And then we just wait till it looks like this. Let the juices combine together and let everything become gooey and caramelized. This just looks awesome, and I'm telling you, the entire kitchen smells super delicious. This is the smell of autumn, guys. I mean, seriously. And still, you have a little bit of a chunk of an apple. They don't dissolve totally. Now it's time to add the starch. Stir everything well together. It's very important that the starch is totally dissolved in the water. And then we're going to add that mixture to the applesauce that it becomes even thicker. Stir well and do not leave the sauce alone. Now this will just thicken up in seconds and definitely will burn if you leave the sauce alone. Make sure you lower the heat and constantly stir, and then you will see the magic happen. After 2 to 3 minutes, this is how gooey your sauce looks, and this is just perfect. This is what we need for our cookies. Now it's time to put this sauce aside, let it cool down, and then put it into the fridge. Now it's time to prepare the cookie dough. For that, you're going to put your room temperature butter into a big bowl, add the eggs, the soy sauce, and then also the vanilla extract into a big bowl. If you're using a machine, start the machine. If not, just use your hand mixer or a spoon, whatever you have. And then make sure that everything is combined nicely together till it becomes almost foamy. Once it looks like this, it's time to add your flour, just in small portions. This is also the time where you can add the baking powder. Make just sure that you work in slow steps till it looks like this. We don't want any knots in our cookie dough. I know, it looks like too many steps, but believe me, it will become super, super smooth and gooey. It's worth it. Now it's time to work the dough with the hands. I'm adding here a pinch of cinnamon and a little bit more vanilla extract because this tastes really good to me and Mom. I think it fits also very, very good to the apple pie sauce. So just try it out and let me know what you think. Or maybe you have little variations that you want to share. Just write it down in the comment section. This dough is super, super, super sticky. Make sure you use a spatula to just get it off the edges of the bowl. And then use some extra flour to just cover it with it so that it doesn't stick. Make sure you knit the dough like Mom shows here a couple times so that everything goes off the edges, and then put it into a plastic foil, put it into the fridge, and you can also actually freeze it. It's also perfect for Christmas time. You just prepare your dough ahead. Then you have your applesauce in a plastic bag like here, and then you're going to just cut your dough into small cubes like shown here. Since the dough is still cold, not frozen, we can easily work with the dough. Super, super easy. Make sure you don't keep the dough too long in your hands because it will melt and then become more sticky. Next, we're going to need some molds in our cookies. For that, I'm using this tool. It's like a spoon measurement tool. You can also use a teaspoon. And then we figured out that it kind of like doesn't work that well because the dough becomes quite sticky. So what we did was we used just oil. So you're gonna get the bottle of the canola oil or sunflower oil or grapeseed oil you have at home. And then you're just gonna get a little bit of oil into your palm. And then you just roll the ball again into your hand. And there you go. Perfect, perfect solution for the issue. The dough gets way, way, way nicer molds in it. Love the idea. Thank you, Mom. Once the dough is ready, it's time to cut a little edge off of the plastic bag and to add a tiny little bit of this delicious applesauce into each of your cookies. Sure you don't fill in too much, otherwise it will lose the shape. Just a tiny bit, 1 or 2 apple pieces, and done. Now it's time to bake these babies. Make sure you preheat your oven on 200. Let it be there for 5 minutes and then put the heat down on 160 depending on your oven degrees, and then bake these babies for about 15 minutes. And this is how the delicious apple pie cookies look like once you take them out hot of the oven. That was Mom trying the cookies quite warm. It was the first time I saw her trying warm cookies, but she loves this taste. Guys, it's time to try this recipe. Let us know in the comment section what you think. And Mom and we're gonna try this delicious, amazing, autumn, heartwarming apple pie cookies now. Guys, hello. Mom, hello. خوش اومدی.
Merci.
Guys, today we have delicious apple pie cookies.
Bah,
I
bah.
mean, look at this. And bukon.
Wow.
These smell so delicious, guys. I mean, the entire house and kitchen was smelling like apple pie.
Wie Apfelkuchen.
Yeah. Time to try it. So, به سلامتی.
سلامتی.
تازه بخوریم.
از بوی
We
عطرش
try
که
it
دیگه
for you.
حرفشو نزنیم. جای همگی خالی بچه ها. یک شیرینی مناسب به فصل مال پاییز.
Super delicious. Mom just says it's the optimal dessert for autumn. It smells like butter, cinnamon, rich, decadent. It's almost like shortbread with caramel and a little apple touch. Super, super gooey and delicious. And it's not even crunchy. It's more like a gooey cookie. Very delicious.
بچه ها یه چیزی بگم روی زبون آب میشه. یعنی من تا حالا کیکسه‌ای به این خوشمزگی و به این فاینی ندیده بودم. مرسی نازی.
Nusha June. Mom just said the cookie, it just melts on your tongue. She said she never ever had a cookie that is that delicious. So thank you so much. Guys, we are gonna finish the entire plate now. And we wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. Mom said she forgot even her tea. And we gonna try more and more of them to figure out which one was the most delicious. Guys, let us know what you think. Mom just said it's super easy to make. Try it out. Let us know what you think. Write down in the comment section what kind of recipes we can make for you and have a wonderful day. Bye. Bye. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video till the end. Do not forget to hit the like button, to hit the subscribe button, and to come back next week on Friday, maybe Saturday, or even Sunday, maybe all of them, because I'm gonna upload another amazing recipe video. Stay tuned. Isn't it wonderful that we all have more than enough to eat every day on our plates? Yes, it is. But unfortunately, this is not the truth for many kids on this planet. For less than 70 cents a day, you can share a meal with Share a Meal. Actually, 3 meals with 1 child. So let's make a difference. I'm gonna leave a link down below. You can follow it. It's so easy to share a meal. I'm so grateful that you helped me to make a difference. Thank you.